We are just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Set up, 70, Indy.
I'm coming.
Get it.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
Go on. Hurry.
From the gun, Herbert. And he finds a man on a crossing route. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
13 yards, first down, Panthers. So from Buccaneer territory, now it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. On first down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards.
Here we go. Hey, Echo. 15 line. Go.
Come get some. Come on, let's go.
To throw on 2nd down. Herbert flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. You got a young quarterback, maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. Time will tell if that's an interception that rattles the rookie here. First drive on the road.
And you know the discussion going into the game centered on, okay, let's get out nice and easy, take care of the football, we're on the road. You're a youngster, let's not make mistakes early. But now the conversation will shift to, okay, put it behind you, move on. Long way to go in this one.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, he breaks through, it's nothing but...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
218, chop. Yeah.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. This is McCaffrey. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 8 on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Samson Ebukam in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Winston, and he's going to go down again. Robert Quinn in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And they're going to sack him yet again. The pass rush has been relentless. This time, it yields a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Hey, switch gears.
A handoff, McCaffrey running right. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Danny. Kill. Turn up. Kill.
Pilot, 64, weak.
After 1, it's 9-0.
Buccaneers, nothing.
Set. 60 outlaw.
Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
Protein spill.
Sweat.
Snap.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Herbert. And he will find his man on the outside.
Let's do it.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. On 2nd and 11 now. Winston, they'll go screen here to Hunt. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Check 52's to Mike. It's a party now.
Jameis to throw it. And that's caught by Beasley. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A very solid gain of 27.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. Now that sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Wait. 3 down.
On 2nd and 12, Winston. That's caught by Howard. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Tight end right. Tight end right. Follow. You got 3. You got 3. 3 down. 3 down. Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52.
On 3rd down, Winston. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Samson Ebukam in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. So on 4th down, on comes the Buccaneer kicker, Matt Gay. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Herbert eluding the pressure right. Completes it to Samuel. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther first down.
Come on, come on,
Throwing on first down. Herbert escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Whitney Merciless, showing no mercy, flies in for the sack.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Set, ready? 18 Gator.
Check. Block 54. I know he ain't got it.
Big grip.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Herbert, they'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And give him a gain of 37.
A gain of 37 yards. First down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
26-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. On 2nd and 2, Winston nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Samson Ebukam racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film section tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Touchdown, Buccaneers. Mike Evans, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play, and facing a 2nd and long.
Hey, over.
54 miles. Watch the curl.
Looking to throw. Herbert is going to fire one deep up. He's got a man. Complete. 20, 10, touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. 2 yards. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
And they're able to ground it in there on the 2-point try. And you and I were talking before the game. The 2-point conversions from the 15-16 season, what has changed, what hasn't changed, partner?
Yeah, I'll tell you what's changed is just your normal strategy. Because now you're either kicking the football with the ball on the 15-yard line, or if you decide to go for 2, they put it on the 2-yard line. So what are you thinking as a coach? Do I risk it? Do I go for it here? Do I try and gain a strategic advantage and maybe go for 2 early? That's what people are wondering about.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Winston. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Give them 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down.
44, Mike, 44. So we got me. Kill.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. He finds an opening past the 40. He's got Evans. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the 1st. And you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 31-yard line.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
All day, every day, any day. Check 37, check 37.
They'll throw again. Winston. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he's got room. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Kareem Hunt, his 9th touchdown of the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the 1st half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now. 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on, and remember what I said. It's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
My bad.
Let's go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by the safety, Eric Weddle. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Ready? Black, we go. Check 52. Come on, let's go.
On 1st down, it's Hunt. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but There are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. Just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Back at the 22-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready. You ready.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Let's go.
Now on 2nd and 13. Winston. And he finds Beasley complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Winston from the gun on third down. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. O.J. Howard, his 6th touchdown of the season. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter.
Remember the one-dimensional tight ends who just put their hand in the ground and block people? Well, if you're that guy now, you're probably a fullback in an I-formation offense. These tight ends nowadays can do everything. Block, run, and catch. Beautiful connection for a touchdown.
This is taken at his 4. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Okay, ready?
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Ready, ready. 60 Pittsburgh.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
Here's McCaffrey. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 32-yard line.
Hey, boy. Let's go.
On first down, Herbert. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. McCaffrey with a first down and more. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie. From the 31, Winston. He finds his target. It's Evans. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. What do you think? Play this safe? Just worry about getting to OT?
Yeah, don't make any risky throws. It's going to change the outcome. But if anyone slips, take the big shot.
Stop.
Winston to throw. There's Evans again, complete. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A familiar ring to that one. Winston to Evans for the Buccaneer first. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run on first down. Hunt. Taken down inside Carolina's 15. A big run by Kareem Hunt, 48 yards. Charles, just a gigantic play right there.
Absolute breakdown defensively, but take no credit away. A huge gain, and that turns things around.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On first down, they go right back to Hunt. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
So it all rests now on the right foot of the kicker, Matt Gay. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So it all rests now on the right foot of the kicker, Matt Gay. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And it is good! He splits the uprights on the chip shot.